welcome to another episode of From the Pit, where we bring you everything from square dance, grave dance to depressive Teletubby psychobilly. Now, before we delve into all of the underground and extreme music that we normally cover, sorry, Tom, we have to let you know there is going to be a slight schedule change of how we release the show. Instead of the normal whole show going up on Friday, we're going to be releasing it in the segments. So starting on Tuesdays is going to be the Brutal Brews and the Brutal News all the way throughout the week until Friday comes along. There's going to be our main topic. And then in Wednesday will be Hot Off the Press, and Thursday will be the tours. And also on Friday, you will, if you wish to watch it all in full, it'll be there for you.
So not too much of a change. We're just trying to make things a little bit easier on you guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, if you only have time for a little bit, now you can catch up on the segments. Maybe it might be easier that way through catching it on break, something like that.
Also, you may have just mentioned it, but just in the sake of clarity, we'll be also releasing the audio version, audio only, for anybody that's trying to listen to it in the car.
It's kind of news, but it's not brutal news.
It's not that brutal.
No, well,
It's from the pit news. It's a
From
new
the pit
kind of
news.
news.
yeah.
And, there might be some new things shoved in places that didn't belong before.
Oh,
We'll see
boy.
next week.
Oh, what? There's going to be stuff doing what with who?
You didn't get the memo?
Uh,
You're legally bound.
I signed
That's not
no
the only
contract.
type of binding there's going to be. All right, on to brutal news. So, little article I read the other day I found kind of interesting. Apparently for the movie The Big Short, Christian Bale actually learned how to play drums.
Yeah, I thought
Like-
that was kind of cool.
Like, not just learn how to play drums, but like Pantera and Mastodon.
That's, yeah.
That's not, exactly, I wouldn't consider that the easiest.
Nope.
That's method acting for you.
Oh, God. Pantera, when I heard Pantera, that makes sense to me because, like, Vinny never really did anything too stout. Well, that's not true. But, like, some of their more famous songs, like, they're just, like, it's just a solid pocket rhythm. Like,
Yeah.
Walk, like, that's just solid, like, do, just that driving. But Mastodon is, like,
It's intense.
That's intense. That's front rows of King the Ka intense. Like,
Some roller coaster allegory.
yeah.
Ooh. Oh, so, on From the Pit, we usually like to bust on Metallica, for usually
Yeah.
being dickbags and suing people.
Yeah.
For once, they stood up for someone getting sued.
By them.
Well, let's be real. I think they're trying to keep their image.
Yeah.
They
together.
probably are, but,
Yeah.
I mean, there was I believe it's a Canadian cover band called themselves Sandman, and they were a Metallica tribute band. So the way they wrote Sandman was kind of Metallica-esque. And they got I think it was like several page
C&D.
Yeah, cease and desist of, saying that they're being sued by Metallica. When this hit, I guess the internet, obviously people freaked out, and Metallica was kind of like, "Whoa, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do this." They had what they called an overzealous attorney, who apparently just decided to do this upon himself,
Oh, so yeah.
and according to them, that's no longer with them.
The attorney's probably like, oh, it's Metallica. They'd probably sue this guy anyway.
Yeah. Just gonna put this through.
Hey guys, I'm learning.
Did I do good?
I did good. Ooh. So, Jack Daniels,
Motorhead.
yeah, goes pretty well together. I mean, the Jack and Coke is now called a Lemmy.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Jack and Daniel decided to release a Motorhead-inspired
What a time to be alive.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah, they did of the Single Barrel, which is their like top of the line
Mm-hmm.
whiskey.
What's the price point going to be at? About $100?
It's limited to, I think it's because it is only going to be the one barrel of it. So I think it's something like 288 bottles. And
How would one go about getting one of these?
I'm guessing it's getting shipped to special stores, I'm assuming.
Mm.
And it is going to be $100, which is around double what a normal single barrel costs. But you've got like a limited edition bottle at the end of it, and if you've ever seen single barrel bottles, they're pretty. You want to keep them.
I say buy it and don't drink it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Have you
so
had
buy
some?
some regular shit.
Come on.
288 bottles.
Yeah.
That's it.
So,
Jeez.
in some pretty ridiculous news that I'm sure not a single one of our viewers is going to be aware of in the slightest, Taiwan has had some recent official changes in leadership. Their legislators?
Mhm. Yeah,
State legislators?
Yeah. Well,
So,
district, I guess. Not really, but yeah. The
Frontman of Chthonic.
Freddie Lim was
Yep. I
he
was looking
was
for his name.
Yeah, he was elected to the legislature in Tepe's 5th district, and a newly established new power party. So yeah, so that's kind of cool. Like,
Yeah.
and like I'm like in the picture they have like the juxtaposition between him on stage and him in his professional,
Cleans up.
attire.
Cleans up pretty good.
It's pretty good. He cleans up really well. But yeah, no, it's really kind of awesome to hear about somebody in metal like with a message, kind of making it somewhere.
To office.
Yeah, making it to office. Hopefully he can get some legitimate things done, and
There's been some big changes over the last couple decades in Taiwan.
Yeah.
And, this is potentially one of the really big
Mm-hmm.
thing. Like what I would consider a much more liberal legislator.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool.
Yes. Oh. It's getting a little steamy in here.
That's just Ron.
Oh.
Yeah, it is, man. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did it get brighter in here? Or is that just Ron?
Oh man. He's something good. Hot off the press. Ooh.
So our buddies, Protest Hero, have rolled out the new
Our buddies.
business model. Dream crushing over there.
I'm sorry.
Um,
It's what I do.
So for those who caught our previous episode, they have tried out a new business model. And for those who haven't, go back and watch the episode. But they have a new song up. And if you're subscribed to their new service, you can get a listen. Guest vocals from the frontman of Mandroid.
Oh,
That's awesome.
I haven't heard about that. That
sweet.
sounds really cool.
Yeah. Protest the Hero is amazing.
Yes.
God. Or
They're
oh,
so tasty.
like tasty riffage that is insane, and then just
Tasty.
Super tasty Vox.
yeah. I was gonna say when those vocals hit, you're like, please just do that more.
So, Funeral Doom, Blackened Doom band Lycus has released the CD Chasms. That came out the 15th. Give it a listen. It's it dredges some heavy oceans.
Ooh. Oh, sorry.
You should be.
Is it so on? Oh, it's already out now, but a few days ago, Aborted released that Termination Redux.
Yep.
That sounds awesome.
Usually the term Redux is thrown down when they're like re-releasing an EP, and that very well could be the case here. But I didn't look that far.
Because we're good at this.
Meh.
These things happen.
I listened to them.
All right.
You should too.
Do it. Jesus Christ.
We got anything else hot and off the press?
Nope.
Nope. No
Nope.
other CDs came out. Period.
At all.
there's a list. A fuck ton of albums came out on the 15th, and we'll throw a link down for you at Metal Injection. We couldn't possibly cover everyone here, and I've never heard of a lot of them. We got the main names, so check it out.
Little bitch.
Like 30 or more CDs come out every month, so there's never, ever, ever a shortage.
Wow. I believe that draws us to our main discussion.
Mm-hmm.
So
what's the point?
This is a fairly robust conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could be.
could be but it's also very
Opinion based.
yes, yes, and that is. What is your favorite game-changing artist?
They go first.
Yeah.
You ask this every time, and
Yeah. So my first instinct, I wanted to say Paul Gilbert, because like guys like Paul Gilbert and even before that, freaking Jason Becker and Marty Friedman, because they were like some of the original godfathers of like what turning the shred metal and stuff like that with bands like Cacophony. Joe Satriani. But then I think like I'm really gonna have to like zero it in and just say Steve Vai, because as much as I'm sure Steve Vai is like I'm sure he's probably an arrogant prick, total arrogant asshole, but he really did do a lot, as not even necessarily for like the development of the music in creative senses, but from a business aspect. Like he was one of the first guys to try and go out and make like an independent label and be successful at it. You know, like he just learned some tricks that he picked up from touring with Frank Zappa, bought a house for like, you know, wayward musicians basically. He's
one of those masters who's gotten bored and reinvented
the wheel like so many times, and like from a creative aspect of the way he can listen to Bulgarian folk music and
Bulgarian wedding music that has like half tones.
Trying to incorporate that into his guitar playing is like really cool, and it's something that I feel like not a lot of artists really like do, or if they do it, they don't necessarily do it to the same caliber. And I feel like Steve Vai really has kind of like a certain market of playing corner. I
remember seeing, I forget where it was, but it was like pretty much like it was a thing for Ibanez, and they did like this timeline, and they're saying like, oh, you know, first 7-string. He's like, no one knows what to do with it. Steve Vai starts playing the 7-string because he knows what to do with it. People start going nuts and buying the 7-string. Still don't know what to do with it.
I remember he was talking about that when he was talking with Ibanez about like he was getting like another custom guitar, and like he was all about trying to make each guitar completely different than the next one, and he came up with the idea for the 7-string. He knew it wasn't necessarily an original idea, but it was the first time anybody had done it for an electric guitar. So he just kind of like took it on, and then he realized it's almost like playing a completely different instrument. And as somebody who has dabbled in 7-string, like, he's kind of right. Like it's very easy to get lost. It's not exactly the same. It's really cool. And he has like some guitars where like he took one guitar, is made of ash, and then he had no finish on it, and took it on tour with him. So ash is like a very soft, absorbent wood. So like the entire back of it's just this nasty green fucking.
That's awesome.
yeah, and he just does stuff like that, and I kind of appreciate it in a weird way. But Steve Vai is probably my favorite game changer, because I feel like certain aspects of lead work in general would be different if it wasn't for guys like him.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, my personal favorite, I'm gonna have to go with Cliff Burton. Like, I remember when I was sitting there as a bassist and a metal bassist, is that you listen to Cliff Burton, his style of playing, and he was shredding.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in a bassy type, but almost like a
straight up guitar.
Right.
It was awesome.
Why do guitars have all the fun shredding like this? Why can't I do this with my bass? I'm going to distort this. I'm going to throw some wah pedal on this.
Yep.
And you're going to listen to this amazingness. Until that, even today, listen to. Not a lot of people do it.
Yeah. It's still something that's very like not like I feel like out of bass players, my two favorite as far as like that nasty aggressive tone was definitely Cliff Burton and Lemmy, because they both just had this crazy dirt that nobody ever tries to emulate.
And Cliff Burton himself was just. You ever seen videos of him playing live? The man is just a thrasher. Like,
oh yeah, thrashing. His hair is just a giant storm of it.
You listen to anything from. He could also do stuff that was more almost classical, like in Orion, while still having it be that little dirtiness to it.
Yeah.
And then he can do completely...
Because he was clean. He was really, really clean. I remember even interviews with James Hetfield explaining how, like, Cliff Burton was the one who introduced a lot of music theory into Metallica songs, because, like, they were just kind of shooting from the hip most of the time. And he's like, no, where the fuck is the melody and shit? Like,
I was going to say, and then he has stuff that's just straight dirty, like pulling teeth. Which I'm pretty sure if you're a metal bassist, at some point in time, you're like, I'm learning this.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Well, I guess I looked at it from a different kind of perspective. I didn't pick a singular artist.
You don't have to.
I picked Black Sabbath.
perfect.
Yeah.
Because as I grow up
reasons.
and really identify with what I really, really, love in heavy, extreme sort of music, oh my God, the lows that Sabbath sort of just summoned.
Just conjured up from the blackness.
Seriously, though, I mean, I wish I could have seen people's faces when that CD dropped. Like, I wish I could have seen the reactions on proud mothers' faces.
One of the things that I loved the most about Sabbath was each song was a story. Like they're telling, and I think that's kind of like when I listen to Lovecraft, it's a no-brainer because it's like almost like listening.
Well,
to
that's something for me that I even find more compelling about certain styles of writing in music. I am more or less interested in music that is oversimplified or over repetitive, and that's another thing that Sabbath was really good about. Is maybe like musically there was a lot of repetition, especially in some of their more like known songs, but lyrically we were getting told a story, and that's another huge plus. Yeah, I mean, Ozzy's voice, from the lows on the guitars, from the lore.
I was gonna say, don't we also kind of owe some of the that lowness to it due to Tony Iommi hurting his finger?
Yes, we do. Tony Iommi missing the digits on his right hand. Yeah. Yep.
So poor luck.
Oh, total poor luck.
Led to doom, led to sludge, led to certain respects of hardcore breakdowns.
Since we're talking about do you have a favorite song by them? Ooh.
No.
I do.
Yeah, I do too.
Fucking Children of the Grave.
Hole in the Sky.
We used to cover, the band, but we used to cover that, and even when I wasn't playing with them, I used to fucking thrash to that song. It's just the dun, 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 dun.
Yes.
Yes. I would just my bass at the time had many chips in the paint from it smacking into my bed.
Yeah, no, Hole in the Sky. I just loved it had a groove to it, and
they always did.
They always had such a fucking menacing groove.
It's
a menacing groove.
Dark,
it was great.
Dissonant sort of groove. Oh, it was amazing.
Looking through a hole in the sky.
Rhythmic. I love rhythmic.
Yes.
Heavy rhythmic. Fucking stabs.
Sabbath. Whatever. Sabbath was. They were the fucking shit. So yeah, I could totally respect that. And I feel like Vi would be different without Sabbath. Guys like Sabbath kind of I feel like Vi wouldn't have caught on if it wasn't for Sabbath kind of paving the way for
Well, I mean, Sabbath also sort of kept the blues in metal a little bit. In a metal way.
Yeah. No, they were playing horror movies in music form with this really kind of dark soulfulness to it, but it was still really heavy and sinister and scary and all the other bad things, and evil and satanic and whatever you wanted to attack.
More somber and serious side to things like Mother. Fucking what's
Danzig?
Danzig, yeah.
Yeah, that's
because it's the same thing as because that's like your more upbeat like horror movie shit,
mm-hmm.
and then or the Misfits, or something like that. And then there was Black Sabbath keeping it serial, super serial,
dirty,
mm-hmm. Dirty low.
So this is now where the most serious of question has to be asked. Where are we going?
Going into the pit.
Yeah.
Our favorite part of the show.
Yeah. First band, Oh Sleeper. That's me. Oh Sleeper is...
Oh, really? I thought I did that.
Herp the Derp, suck a dick. Oh Sleeper, they are... I'm trying to remember where they're from. I want to say it's Australia.
They're newcore?
They're a metalcore band.
They are
newcore
as fuck.
But, no, but I checked out a few of their songs. They're actually pretty good. They're pretty cool, and, like, they're songs that, like, make me want to throw down, even though I just woke up and I'm, like still in bed, just like leaning over, listening to them. I'm like, I just want to stand up and hit stuff now. Like, it was really cool. One of the things, like, I'm listening to him and I like his screams, but every now and again I feel like I'm listening to like Christian core almost. And then I went and wikied them. And I know it's not a big thing, but like they in their earlier years they identified as a Christian metal core. But they said, like, through member lineup changes and whatnot, like, it's not necessarily, like, the unified mission of the band anymore.
Yeah, I think I listened to their album Rectifier, Reclaim, Redeemer, something overtly religious.
Yeah.
I guess my main gripe was, and I also don't think they need any help getting fans.
I had never heard
Did you
of
check? Oh, okay. No, I just wasn't sure if you checked, but I know that they've got a...
They probably do have a decent following.
Pretty strong following. I thought they were a little bland.
Who?
I'm surprised you weren't upset about the lack of like substantial leads.
Maybe we listened to different albums because the one I heard actually had some pretty fancy lead work.
I heard a lot more like effects, like neat delay, but for song structure, it didn't have me coming back.
I got you.
So maybe that was just an older release.
But yeah, it's like what I listened to was from 2014. I want to say. But yeah. The cool thing about that, and it'll come up again later, they're actually going to be coming around here sometime soon. So
nice.
Yeah.
Did you said they're from
Australia? I want to say is where.
Do they sound anything like Parkway Drive?
No.
Damn it. Damn it.
No. They honestly are heavier and more brutal than Parkway.
All right.
Yeah, I don't remember them breaking into the like pop punk verses.
Nah, didn't happen.
Choruses, whatever. Shits.
All right. My turn. So, this week I got to listen to that's with a V, Serpent. Which, all right. So I'm going to try to explain this. They even consider themselves experimental. So, right there, you're going to have a lot of genres in there. The best way I can do it is almost like atmospheric black and doom.
Yeah, atmospheric, but when I think you say that, you mean in the explosions in the sky sense.
Yeah.
Like...
It has a strong mood to it. It's...
post-rock, that's the word.
Yeah.
It's got like, it'll go from, I guess, like a slower, blackened, like, drone-y sort of thing into post-rock movements to get you to the next bit.
Yeah.
Which I really appreciate because I fucking love post-rock.
And even like, I think their last release is actually, it's 1 40-minute track.
They took a Godspeed approach. So it's blackened post-rock if you really want to get shitty about it.
Oh, it's so good, though. I don't know, I dig it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
You have those moments that are just, it has almost like a creepy sense to it.
And then you have like the very melancholy, almost sorrowful like violin sections. It's definitely like some different shit. Blackened is the new like gent almost. This year, like everything's getting a touch of some black metal, and
Plus,
that's fine.
Yeah,
There's definitely things
like,
you can
there's
take
more-
away from it that are great. Like they know how to create certain
I like
dark
to see.
moods.
I like to, you know, and I'm tooting exclusively my own horn here, but I like to see them straying away from like the strictly fuck everybody, everything's dying
Oh, yeah.
constantly, you know, sort of shit.
Don't get me wrong.
Now they're just mourning a broader spectrum of things.
Mhm.
And as a black metal fan myself, I like it. I like seeing that genre being taken in different ways and being put into things. It's a good thing. It's variety. It gives us new things. Even darker things, possibly.
Can only hope.
What'd you listen to? What'd you listen to? What'd you listen
This
to?
week, I listened to the Isosceles Project.
Shit.
Insert jokes here.
Yeah, right.
I remember you looked this up now.
In case anyone doesn't know, isosceles has to do with
Fucking
triangles.
Gent to gent. So, like, I wanted to hate them. I really did. But only in an ironic way because
Because you're a hipster.
of all the gent jokes that we made. Hey,
That's the most hipster thing I think I've ever heard you say.
I mean, I think it's badass.
I'm waiting for
but
somebody to do a compilation of all the hipster things Mike says. Just string them
send it
along.
over this way. We'll put it in our episode.
Half an hour compilation of everything.
But,
So,
no, but seriously, I thought it was
Yeah.
going to be a big dumb joke. And they rule.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
it's fucking riffs and syncopation for days, and it goes from like it's everything I wanted, what I thought I wanted in a gent band.
That's fair.
It's instrumental, intelligently written, tasty sort of songs.
Yeah, and it's one of the things I tend to notice. It's very well mixed. Like
Oh,
not
yeah.
saying it's not overproduced.
No,
it's
it's
just
not.
that I hear the drums clearly. I hear the guitars clearly.
I
hear
love
the
that.
bass.
I
Like
love that.
the bass is cutting through the mix because
Yeah.
they know how to properly EQ it. Like
I hate when I'm listening to a band and the bass just sounds like an extra string on a guitar. It doesn't sound
Yes.
like a separate fucking
you need
thing.
that little growl in there.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they have been kind of static for the last couple years. I think their most recent release was 2013.
Alright.
There's activity on their Facebook. I can't comment as to whether or not that means they're still playing together. Some of the other members are involved in other projects, so they're either taking a short hiatus, they're working on a new CD, or they're about to quit. I don't fucking know. But they do have 2 real strong CDs that you should probably listen to and involve in your life. So, again, that's the Isosceles Project, and Bandcamp's got it for you. We'll throw links down.
Boom. Sorry, I always forget like one thing. Wolvserpent is also a 2-piece.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Didn't
We're in the-
expect that.
from Idaho.
I expected a
We're in the
7-piece or
spirit of
something.
like
No.
of information that we forgot. I actually forgot to mention that
No, you didn't.
Oh Sleeper actually is an independent band as well. So they're an
Nice.
independent band, and I think at this point they have 2 EPs and 3 full-length albums.
I have to go check
Completely
out their
independent.
shit, see if
So,
it
so whether they have a huge fan base or not, at this point it's because they worked for it.
support
You
the
know?
independent bands. Can't
Definitely.
argue with that.
Oh yeah, like I respect hard work like that.
All right. It's that time, and
Swish.
fucking tours. So, oh, well, this is over by that time.
What? Oh.
So, if anyone went to the Lamb of God, Anthrax, Death Heaven, and Power Trip
Let us
show
know how
at-
Death Haven was and Anthrax.
and Lamb of God.
Lamb of Bob.
Lamb of Bob.
Lamb
Damn
of
it.
Dog.
Now, in February, we got Nightwish coming to Philly, which I am going to continue to gripe with this until the show is done about how I'm not going to get to see Nightwish in February, and I want to very badly because I want to see them with their new singer because I've only ever seen them with Annette.
But like 5 days before that, you're going to go see.
Oh, friggin' Cannibal Corpse and Cryptopsy.
What day is that?
Oh, that is the... Oh, that doesn't help. No, it's not 20.
5th, 16th?
16th or something like that. Yeah,
So I think we go to MagFest the day after that.
it's going to be amazing. Just
So stay tuned.
I know that on the 12th, O Sleeper is actually going to be at Championship Bar and Grill in Trenton.
no shit.
Have fun there.
15th, yeah.
Stay tuned. In about a month, we're going to be taking our show on the road.
Ooh.
See you fuckers at MagFest.
Seriously.
Yeah. If anybody's going to MagFest, hit us up. We might be able to say what's up.
It's more fun than strippers and blackjack.
There might be strippers in blackjack, but
That's why it's more fun.
mag
there's more
strippers
stuff.
and mag blackjack.
I feel like there's at MagFest that possibilities are endless.
Yeah, honest.
You don't know what's going to happen.
So I feel like this story doesn't at all pertain to metal, but it's funny, and the internet should hear it. So, Nick.
Oh yeah.
Nick got lost one year.
Mm-hmm.
Nick had imbibed a little bit too much.
No.
He's fucking drunk.
No.
And he went and got on the elevator, and they lost Nick. When they found Nick on a random floor in a random person's room, he was getting kicked out the door by a person saying, "He shit on the floor."
I remember last year, my first year at MagFest, we walked in there. We had just finished checking in, and we're going back to the car to get our stuff. And I think we ran into Nick and somebody else. And it just dawned on me that within 15 minutes of just being in this hotel, I am now in the lobby with two people who are very, very drunk, pretending that they don't have snakes wrapped around their necks. All right, just pretending, just look cool. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, okay, this weekend's gonna be this is gonna be something else.
It's magical.
It's
Look into it. There's still,
God.
I think there's still pre-reg tickets you can get.
I saw this chick dressed up as Jade from Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat just breaking dudes' necks. It was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, breaking the nest because they're turning their head.
God, shit.
So, yeah.
And all this with a huge arcade.
And
Go to MagFest. This isn't even a sponsored bit. This is just go to MagFest. All right. But do we have any more information for the lovely people out there in the wonderful internet?
Not really.
All right. Stay tuned. Be aware of the schedule change.
Yes.
See you guys next time.
Oh, well,
And
subscribe.
like,
Share.
I'll find you.
Print out a picture of us and hand it to someone. That's old school sharing.
Yeah. Yeah, get analog with it.
Yeah.
And as always, good night, ladies.